can't do the intro because I'm here alone. So, so what's up, everybody? We're gonna talk about some late night things that I can't really sleep until I really get it off my mind. So, um, within, we're gonna start here. We're gonna start here. Within the group here pretty soon, y'all have to know that pretty soon, well now, even right now, especially where I am in Texas, uh, school is starting. Summer is nearly come to an end. So, oh, shoot, summer has nearly come to an end. So, um, it's apparent to me that everybody will be, um, hold up, I'm trying to, shoot. Let's be honest with you. It's late. It's late night on like a Monday on on a Tuesday, basically Monday night on a school. It's like a school Monday down here. So in Texas, you know what I mean. The range of everything. It's in my town and stuff. So the kids start school today. So yesterday. I'm sorry. And now, people starting school, and I don't know about this COVID thing. I don't really, they're talking about the Delta variant and how it will affect. It may affect us. I know that there's a bunch of mass mandates going on right now, spreading around. So, push comes to shove, you may be looking at a potential lockdown, in the near future, So we'll see how it goes. I know some people, a lot of the group members are starting out, and everyone's starting to, get embroiled into their daily lives more because it's summer, so it's gonna be hard to stream, or I'm probably gonna stream solo, or if I can, I'm gonna try to get at least the majority of people who's not busy on. You feel me? So it's gonna vary. Schedules. Schedules. You make them. They never really. They don't always work out. So um you you do what you need. You let the people do what they need to do. So big changes to that. It's nothing really bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of organizing it, and it's hard to organize something that you really don't have control of. Per se, because honestly, it's something you don't have control of. Let's be honest with you. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Like, what I'm saying? You can't control when someone doesn't have work. You can't control when someone doesn't have school. So it's just been bugging me, and plus it's a matter of content becoming stale and dry and boring, too. So try to get some new things in. I mean, everyone plays GTA online, and though it's a new game with and they're trying to make new things come about. What I'm saying? It still has a potential of being dry. You know. Let's be honest with you. I know a couple of my members don't really like me streaming solo. What I'm saying? Honestly, I don't really find it as a bad thing, considering the fact that that I only stream I don't I stream solo, but I prefer not to be solo. You know what I'm saying? But right now everyone's asleep right now, so I mean, well, there's nothing really I can do about it. And honestly, I think that was a blow you got of. And honestly, you know, there needs to be said about with every, know that everybody is all right. know that everyone's safe, and but people there, everybody's going through something that they can't really fix at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, it takes time. So you take it how you will. You know what I mean? As we grow, hopefully we can still grow and be the nation that we put out there. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, we try our best, all of us. And everybody tries their best to do stuff, but not everybody's on the same page all the time. So and that's all right. That's all right.
If Yoa
because
has asked me if I wanted to stream, I would have, but
figure
I know
out
why
stuff.
we died,
You know what I
so
mean?
enjoy.
We take meetings.
I'm not
we figure
going
out
to
stuff.
bed tonight.
We
Message me later if why.
We come in. We come in and we try to do things together, and when we can, everybody together. Sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes it's gonna be harder than what it needs to be. But me believing the type of person I am, believing it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. It's just getting everybody on the same page. You know what I'm saying? In a moment of truth. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm in here. What the hell I got in here? Oh yeah, I forgot I got this car. I got this car just for show. I mean, you come in and you want to. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. I'd rather not stream here alone, but if you want to take it to that perspective, you come in here if you want to. I'm just know that we're you know what I'm saying, we're not gonna argue about shit. We're gonna keep shit 100 with people. You know what I'm saying? Shit gets hard, and we all know that. You know what I'm saying? That isn't an excuse. It is a prime factor. You know what I'm saying? We have people in the nation that lives in other countries. You know what I'm saying? We are all going through something right now. That's something that you need to realize. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where I say I'm gonna do things, or to do things, and I don't do it. There's gonna be times where I freaking don't feel like doing things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get tired. I'm gonna be tired. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to know the streaming thing isn't easy. You know what I'm saying? Getting people together when everybody has stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Other things, because I don't like being forceful with everybody. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone deserves better. You know what I'm saying? Everyone deserves better, and I'm a grown man, and a lot of them are grown ass people. So, leader or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and tell nobody what to do with themselves, because you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I need to make it more clear that you know what I'm saying, if you're in this, be there. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not, you know what I'm saying, at least warn us, because so we won't have to feel left out, or feel like you're, you know what I'm saying, you're getting bored. Because honestly, some things do get boring and repetitive. Playing GTA over and over on stream, it does get boring and repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's GTA. I mean, there's a bunch of missions, a bunch of races, but in reality, unless you're making up something on your own to play, like making up something on your own, it's really not all that enticing when it comes to people, unless you're doing glitches or car meets. You know what I'm saying? And even that needs a crowd of its own. So y'all have to realize that it's not gonna always be so settling. It's not gonna always be how you want it to be. It's definitely not gonna always be easy. So you know what I'm saying? Taking honestly some things that go out of line is impressive to me. It's very impressive. It's very impressive because it has no meaning of being argued about. It has no meaning of even coming to light. Honestly, and if you do gonna bring it to light, say it in an ordinary fashion. You know what I'm saying? If somebody feels some way about something, just say it. You know what I'm saying? That goes in life. You know what I'm saying? If you're in college and you don't like something a coach does, you know what I'm saying? Pull them to the side and say, oh well, I feel like you could do this better. Even though you're the, you know what I'm saying? It's like some things I don't, some things can be easily avoided with just a change of tone. That's first of all. Second of all, if you don't like something, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? If we're getting into that, because you could join at any time, by the way. Yeah, Nicole, you could join at any time you like, and put your 2 cents into it. If you don't like something, just say it.
Get back to it then.
Just say it. That's all you gotta do. Just say the crap. Get over with. Nobody's gonna be mad. Nobody's gonna be sad. Nobody's gonna be in the goddamn feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? If you be straight up with people, it's gonna be a better road for everybody else. Because now it's like, okay, we gotta switch this up. We gotta switch this up because it's about all of us. Correct? I know I'm making a lot of sense right now, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna always be on point. Nobody in this world is gonna be perfectly on point with anything they do. No matter if they say it, no matter if they promise it, nobody is gonna be perfect. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to be perfect, it's probably not gonna always turn out the way you want it to. Because simply because you won't, you know what I'm saying, you're trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? So before the time is up, and before shit goes to the ringer, there is some things you simply just simply need no argument about. You know what I'm saying? There's no argument. There's just like, oh well, you know what I'm saying, I feel this type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I know, and I'm saying that you can come to me and say that you're alright. Say how you feel about certain things without having to have an attitude, without going to the extremes of trying to get inside of my head that, oh well, this needs to change when I can't really change it. I could tell people to night and day, to do this and we should do that. And if they don't listen, that's all right. Because in the midst of it all, you know what I'm saying, this is not going to be easy. It never was going to be easy. It don't matter how easy it started out being. You know what I'm saying? When it's hard to find things to do, you know what I'm saying, that's when it gets harder. Because people, I love everybody in the Rise Nation a lot, all the same. But it's no secret that when things get repetitive, people they don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? And that's all right, because I agree too. I'm not gonna speak for them, but you know what I'm saying, it's all right to say stuff like that, because honestly, that means that as one of the leaders of Rise Nation, I can do better, and I can be better. You know what I'm saying? It will get hard because of the spots and situations that we're in. That's why it'll get hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't, as a man, it's, I don't have a job at the moment. I'm having that situated because I'm kind of going into job court here, hopefully in the next month. That's something I have to deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? College is on my mind. Football is on my mind. Working out is on my mind. Finding a job is on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So so if I straighten up my schedule and get up early, work out, try, you know what I'm saying, fill out some applications or do something else, and it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, and I'm tired at the end of the day, it's, even though I can try to stay awake, you know what I'm saying, I can fall asleep. I can say something and be like, oh well, we're gonna do this, and then fall asleep, and it'll be past that time. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get on my tail about it, but in some cases there's some things you have to understand. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just speaking to you, Nicole. I'm speaking to everybody. Like, and this is lively things you could take with you. Do always try to be understanding of the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to make your point. It's okay to prove yourself. It's okay to be you know, to be you know, to be firm. But remember that there are other things at play. You know what I mean? Because not everything, like I said, everything people say, everything people try to do is not gonna always come to fruition on that exact time because of the way things are. Me, I'm trying my best to stick to straighten everything out. You know what I mean? As a leader, I have to keep on things. I have to keep on them. I have to be firmer. You know what I mean? Because honestly, there's some situations that I can't really control, of course. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we want to play a new game. You know, and everybody in Rise Nation doesn't have that game. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have that game or can't afford that video game. Like that's the reason why GTA is imperative. Because GTA is one of the many, very few games that you can tell all your friends that probably have it, tell them to load up and you know what I'm saying, we'll meet on GTA, and it's very open, you know what I'm saying. But the problem is GTA gets stale, you know what I'm saying. You struggle to find stuff to do, and even if you want to do the missions and stuff, you find yourself stuck on you know, on something that you know you don't figure you'd be stuck on, you know what I'm saying. You know, everybody gets tired of doing heists, you know what I'm saying? And glitches and stuff is the way to go right now. Because that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all it ever been. So, like, I'm even involved in glitches. And I never thought I would ever get involved in glitches. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, Rockstar, because everyone's doing it, dog. And you ain't doing nothing to stop it, so. Like you know, you gotta realize that some things is not in my power, like, you know what I'm saying. So you take that with a grain of salt, and you be what you do what you have to do. But remember that when you don't see somebody together or doing something with the group or something or with each other, that means that it's either they don't have it, they're busy, or you know what I'm saying, they got lively problems to work out. You know what I mean? And that's all okay with me, you know, because in the time of when I needed help or when I needed mental stability from the people I care for most, a lot of them just were on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a lot of it didn't matter because if no one else cared, if they didn't care, then no one else would care. And so that took it to the point where I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be that type of person, that type of leader, to make my family feel like, you know, they can't have their lives because they're a part of a group that streams down there every day. You know what I'm saying? That is not the point. But what I do expect from everybody is to at least try. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you get and they do. You know what I'm saying? I can't do no less. I believe in this fully to the point where it can be something of a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can make a difference. You know, of course we're gonna have to find ways to go around some things, but you know, nothing venture, nothing gain. So none of all of this, you know, all the weight, the setback, it's all temporary. You know what I'm saying? I know that much to be certain. I'm certain of that. You know what I mean? I'm very certain of that because at the end of the day, hold up. Hey, and that's another thing you have to be throttle. I never said, I put it firmly to everybody that if we don't, you know what I'm saying, if we're gonna stream, try to be there. You know what I'm saying? I said that's the reason why I say try to be there. Try to be there. I never said it's mandatory to be there. You feel me? This is where I'm at with this because at this point in time, this is something that you can sit down with me and we can just talk about it like civil as adults. If I make a mistake, it's cool to get on my ass. You know, I expect it, but the way you came at me today, first of all, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? You don't come in, oh, you know, that, oh, the fuckery you pull and all that other shit. No, you don't do that shit. I'm trying my best not to talk about the shit online because it's not what I'm trying to do. Now, you can choose to come in the damn party and we can talk like fucking adults, or you can choose to stay on the fucking stream and type these long ass paragraphs. Your choice. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I'm being serious, bro. Like I'm trying to remain calm about the situation and talk about it in the best civil way and tell these people that there are going to be some setbacks. I'm trying my very best. You know what I'm saying?
Even
so please stop texting down there and come in the fucking party and talk about it. You feel me? Like, that's all you gotta fucking do.
Not arguing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking for everybody, not just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what everyone's thinking, but I hope everyone will tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't come on here to nag and complain about this dumb shit. I'm talking about long-term things. Don't get that shit twisted.
For me.
Bro, like, you know, like, bro, like, stop all the extra stuff right now, bro. I'm not here to argue with you over the fucking channel. This is Rise Nation channel. This is our channel, the channel that we've worked so fucking hard to grow, to make a family over. You know what I'm saying? So stop your fucking bitching and come in here.
I'm not nagging or complaining.
Shit, bro. I don't care. I don't care if you say, "Oh, I don't speak for you, bro." They come in here and speak for your damn self, then. Damn, bro. Like you taking shit to the extreme, like it needs to go there, bro. Like, come on, bro. Nobody have time for all that stuff. You know, been doing good as hell lately. You gonna scratch that for argument for what?
I'm not arguing.
Now,
I was adding to the things you were saying.
No.
You're the one taking it to the extreme. Where in there did I call you out? I said a leader. As a leader. I'm not saying you. I wasn't trying to argue. I was being nothing but civil. If you want me to argue with you, I can.
This is the whole premise of what the fuck that's been going on this whole time. I go on here to warn every fucking body. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm a leader.
Okay. And I
so
understand that. I was making my point in the fucking chat because I didn't want to get into the party.
Your first couple messages, you could have said that shit somewhere else. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like all the extra.
Get over it.
Get over it. Really? Really?
You know how much shit you say to me that you could say to me in a nicer fucking way, but you don't?
What? And that shit is crazy. The craziest part is anything I bring up, anything I bring up, what? Anything I bring up, I don't.
Instead of being in the party.
Anything I bring up.
You're making this about you. I was adding on to the things that you were saying. I wasn't talking about you. I was adding on to the things you were saying because I didn't want to get in the party.
Well, you should just came in the party then.
But I didn't want to get in the party. The only reason I'm in the party is because you were taking the things that I was adding on to what you were fucking saying.
Well, the shit that we just talked about on the shit
okay,
that I didn't make it about me. Well, stop saying this about me.
You
stop it. Stop it. Stop saying it. Stop saying it.
You're sitting there saying,
stop.
I'm trying to argue with you and I'm trying to complain with you.
I'm not trying to. Like I said, I'm not trying to. You feel me? But as you know, when we care, when you talk.
I was trying to argue with you, and I'm not. I was adding to the things that you were saying. Did you not say just before I got into the party that you weren't arguing with me about this? I'm not trying to argue.
Okay.
I even stated that. I was adding to the shit you were saying.
All right.
Don't
so to relate to everybody and to relate to everybody who's a part or follow Rise Nation, shit goes sideways when you can't sit down and say shit right off the bat. That's when shit goes sideways.
Except I've been saying everything to you right off the bat. And what we talked about earlier, you deaded that. You deaded that conversation when you told me goodnight. I wasn't talking about that in the stream, on the messages I was stating. still had that shit on my mind. I still believe that it goes for any leader, whether it's a leader of Rise Nation, a leader of any other fucking crew, any other channel. That goes for anybody. I was adding to the shit you were saying. You were the one that was sitting there assuming I was trying to argue. I wasn't. If I wanted to argue with you, if I wanted to continue that argument, I would have done it not on the stream, in a private chat.
Anyway,
but I did not.
What she's saying and shit like that, because right now my head's every fucking where. So right now I'm at wit's end. I'm at wit's end with the fuckery. So forgive me, y'all, and forgive me, you, for being such a damn dick. But I'm at my wit's end right now.
Join the fucking club.
Oh, I'm not blaming you for shit. I'm not gonna blame you. I'm not gonna put it on you. No, none of this shit.
I'm a member, so
yeah, but that's not y'all. This is not y'all fault. It's mine for being so dense. For not being on top of shit. For being.
Then it's just as much my fault for being a co-leader.
Well,
is it not?
But it's the thing. It started with me. It started with my dream, and I gave it to y'all. That's why I'm hard on myself.
You're right. Your dream isn't my dream.
It's not about you. It's not about that. Listen to me.
Yep. Here we go.
For everybody who sees this video later, you as a leader, you're hard on yourself. Let's be honest with you. For everybody who has a leader mentality, whether it's in sports, whether it's a crew, whether it's even at a job, you feel hard on yourself when you do not do the things that you promise your other leaders. Other leaders and your other friends and your other family that you're gonna do. If you cannot follow through with those things, it brings you down. It puts you in a funk. You know what I'm saying? It does that. It's supposed to do that because you have a leader mentality. You know what I'm saying? When you say something and you go against that yourself, that's hard on you. You have to deal with that. You feel me? And from the inside. You know what I'm saying?
That's only half of the leader mentality. The other half of the leader mentality is once you've sat and you've realized that you fucked up and that you've done whatever or gone against your own teachings or whatever, then the only way to right that is to start doing or arrange your shit so that shit doesn't happen again, or else you're just a goddamn a constant or a chronological fucking apologizer. You continuously put yourself in situations where the end result is going to be you apologizing for not doing what you need to do. So yeah, like,
and that's even that. Go ahead, keep going.
I was just gonna say, you can sit and nobody's sitting here saying that real life and the things that people have to deal with outside of this game, outside of Rise Nation, aren't difficult, because they are. We each have our own things that we have to do. But when you're talking about setting things in any group, when you're talking about, okay, this is this and that is that, and you go through your schedule and you're like, well, but I do this in the morning and then I try to hold out throughout the day, but past experience has shown that I try to hold out throughout the day and not fall asleep, so that when I tell people we're going to get on and stream or do whatever or whatever it may be, so that I'm not falling asleep and then everybody's sitting waiting for me. Okay, the leader mentality, full leader mentality, is realizing that, apologizing, and then adjusting your schedule accordingly, so that that whatever you did that went against what you expect from the rest of your group, from your followers, you have to change that so it doesn't happen again. You can sit and say, you can't sit and acknowledge it, and this goes for any leader, you can't sit and acknowledge it and then make up excuses as to why it happens and why it's going to keep happening.
You mistake. So you mistaken
I'm
my
not
my
saying
apologies.
you, I'm saying
But
anybody.
but you told me that shit earlier. You already told me that I was making excuses. You told me. You feel
Yes,
me?
because
Oh yeah.
for that situation. But this goes beyond you, Kendall. So
And
right now,
that's what
it's
I'm
not just about you. It's about everybody.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Whether you're
make
in an
clear. Like
organization or anything.
but
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying with this whole
I'm
thing.
not, but I'm not
You don't need to bring up though. That's what you told me earlier. Okay,
I'm
we're
not
gonna have
taking
to
I'm not gonna take what you're saying to me to heart, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like some of the things we have our differences in this situation, because I do feel as though that as a person who's actually been trying to do better with himself as a whole, that's where this comes in about at me. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's doing it. Everyone's trying to make themselves better. Whether it's sleeping, whether it's working out, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's with their own family. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
where in my conversation did I say anything that was the opposite of that, or anything that
there are no excuse. There can't be no excuses. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that people are going to have excuses for stuff that they cannot control. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying.
The only acceptable excuses that there are, because they're out of that person's control. But seeing okay, so this is the only example that I have. So you could sit and say, okay, like how you said earlier in the stream, you get up, you go to bed early, you get up early, you work out, you do whatever you need to do, and you try to hold out throughout the day, but then by the time, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock rolls around and we're just getting ready to stream, or whatever, or we're waiting for everybody, the last person or the last 2 people to come in, you end up falling asleep.
Yeah, that's
okay,
I mean,
but you're trying to say, you also said that that's going to happen, which you're right, it is.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be happening every single night.
Well, that's only happened the last 3 nights. That's only happened. It wasn't a week. It's only happened the last 3 nights. Because I've just
streamed every night in a row. I'm talking about the last 3 times that you've said to us to get on at a certain time because we were going to stream. That's not been the past 3 nights. That has been over the past week.
And when when people don't come according, partially, and I own up to my shit. First of all, like, I apologize to everybody, and I'm like, sometimes it happens. Like, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's the part where you come in and you say it, and how you say it, and how you say it towards somebody. That's the part. Our whole ordeal, us two, as the first 2 leaders arise, is when we bring up shit. We can bring up shit to everybody. We can tell everybody what to do, the rules. But when it's towards ourselves, like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why. No. I'm saying in the other part of the other situation, it is different, because, and even Empress said that. You know what I'm saying? It's different between us because it goes on a different level. I take everything you say seriously, besides when you're joking. You know what I'm saying? That is to be right, because at the same. I
said, even when I'm joking, sometimes you take me seriously.
That's because that's a me problem, though. Like, that's truly just a me problem. Yeah, and that's something I've come to terms with.
How this you're not. I understand that you're gonna have days where you're gonna be tired. I get that, Kendall. That's what you're not listening to me about. I understand.
But if you understand that, what's
my issue is you're trying to justify laying down at 8 o'clock at night and taking a nap, as opposed to laying down earlier in the day and taking a nap.
But that's the thing. Okay, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, but it's the tone of it. You feel me? It's the tone of it. It's all in how you say it, Nicole. It's all in how you say it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fucking criminal thing to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I tell everybody else in my life, there are days and there are moments where I could be completely fucking fine, and the next minute I'm in a shit ass mood, and there's gonna be attitude in my voice. Listen to me. There's gonna be attitude in my voice. That doesn't mean I'm irritated at you. That means that I haven't dealt with whatever's pissing me off before I've tried to finish whatever conversation I'm having with you. Because I don't want to be rude and stop in the middle of the conversation and be like, I need an hour. Because one, I'm gonna forget what the fuck I wanted to say. Two, when I'm done dealing with my own fuckery, I'm not gonna want to deal with your fuckery. I'm not gonna deal with any fuckery. I don't want to do it.
This is far from fuckery, honestly. This is so beyond. This is so beneath just saying, oh well, you know, you need to get this shit together. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Except, even when I was trying to tell you, and before I had the tone, because this is what you seem, this is what you're leaving out, and what, I don't know if you're purposely not remembering it, or if you genuinely don't remember it. You apparently don't remember the first 20 minutes of the conversation where I was being calm and telling you the shit and trying to explain it to you, and you took a tone and started being loud and getting pissed off because you didn't like the fact that I said, no, it doesn't matter about whether or not you get up early in the morning and you work out and you're tired. That doesn't mean if you really truly are getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you're doing the things that you say you're doing, then lay down and take a goddamn nap at noon. Take a fucking nap at noon instead of trying to hold out when you know you're not going to hold out and you know what the end result of you trying to hold out is. That is the very definition of insanity. Doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different fucking result.
This
so
is
yeah,
a new thing,
when
by the
I
way.
explain something to you for 3 different times and explain it calmly and civilly and you still take an issue with it, yeah, I'm going to catch a fucking tone. Don't like it. I don't care.
Oh my. So,
I'm still gonna say what I need to say, whether you like my tone or not.
One of the biggest one of the biggest pet peeves of mine is first of all, honestly, our conversation wasn't even about us napping. Like, well, it wasn't about me sleeping and my sleep, none of that shit. It wasn't even about that at the beginning. Honestly, it wasn't. It was about the whole schedule thing. You feel me?
Your sleeping schedule goes and is the direct baseline for the rest of the stream's fucking schedule. Yes, it is. Because if you're asleep when everybody else is awake or you're napping, the only time, especially once everybody's schedules change and kids in the nation go back to school and other members in the nation start working again and start doing other things, if the only time that anybody in the nation can be on is at a time when you're asleep, then you're always going to be streaming alone. And what is the point in having other members in the nation? Why not just take it back to having a single channel? Yeah. No, it's not bullshit.
No, it's bullshit because
you could say it's bullshit, but that's an excuse to obfuscate your responsibility in this. You claim that you're the top leader, so then whatever schedule you have, we are going to go around and we are going to set our schedules around, because that's what everybody does. Because you made it a point to say that you are the top leader. If you don't want to be the top leader and you don't want people to set their schedules around yours, then step down. That is that. Or deal with being a co-president and deal with, okay, Kendall is going to be asleep, so then Kendall is going to tell the other co-president he's going to be asleep, and let the other co-president deal with the stream. Let the other co-president deal with getting everybody in there. That way, when if nobody's in there at the time that it's time to stream, the co-president can deal with it because the main president is asleep. You cannot have this both ways. You cannot, when things are going good, it's Rise Nation and everybody in the nation. But then when
do not even finish that shit. Don't even dare say the shit you fucking say.
What's the matter? You're already pissed off at me.
I don't know. I'm not pissed off at nothing. No. I have a distinct tone with myself right now. Right? Do not say that. Do not say that it's about me. Again.
I'm not saying it's about
period.
you.
I don't care.
I wasn't going to say that at all.
But you
don't even know what I was going to say.
Because you have found yourself saying that shit multiple times as of late. By the way,
seeing as you're going to continue down this path, what I was going to say was, you can't. When everything is going good in Rise Nation, that it's the entire nation and everybody's a contributor. But then when dysfunction happens and the rest of the nation is doing or whatever, or you're trying to do a tit for tat, well, nobody else shows up for the stream, so why should I? I was tired anyway. That's what it sounds like. That is exactly what it sounds like.
That's a you.
I'm not saying
that's a
what
you
it
thing,
is.
dog.
No, it's not a me thing.
Yeah.
Anybody else with common sense and anybody else that's hearing this and doesn't know
Unless I say that shit,
what is going on in the nation, stop.
Unless I say that shit, no, I'm listening. Unless
no,
I
you're
say
not.
that,
If you're talking, you're not listening.
Unless I say that shit out front and center, no. It's like I don't. Again, I said that when
shit's dysfunctional, you try not to take any responsibility in it. You'll take responsibility as far as oh yeah, I know my sleeping schedule's fucked up. But then when I come out and tell you, okay, if you claim to be the top leader of Rise Nation. So that means regardless of what I say, at the end of the day, people don't listen to me because I'm a co-president. That much is evident.
No, they listen to you more than they listen to me.
Listen to me. Do they really? Because how many times have you had me message the group chat and tell everybody to get on the stream and nobody fucking gets on?
But that's the same with me. That's the same with me, is it not?
Actually, no, it's not. When you get on, and which you haven't been able to, because your phone is broken and whatever, once the screensaver pops up on the computer, it logs you, it signs you off, shows you as unavailable, whatever, none of your messages go through. So it's more difficult for you to message the nation lately. Yes. So the past 2 weeks, yeah, no, nobody's listened or responded to you because you're physically not going out and messaging everybody. But if you think about before your freaking phone broke, whenever Facey or myself would message the party and tell people to come in, nobody come in. The minute you'd get in that group chat and tell everybody to come in that we were streaming in 20 minutes or 10 minutes, people would show up. Because people listen to you. Yes, they listen to me as far as like enforcing rules, because I'm 100% more an asshole about that than you are. 100%.
That's why I want to say, hey, y'all text the group and tell them such and such. As far
as getting people in the group, they don't listen to me. They listen to you, Kendall. Do you know why? Because if you're not in the group, we don't stream, because none of the rest of us have the credentials to sign into YouTube. So you have this set up so that you make everyone else's schedule. If you don't want that responsibility, then don't be the leader.
That's the thing. You're not getting. You're saying I make everyone's schedule when everyone's schedule isn't even on my fucking schedule. That's the thing you're not fucking hearing. Like, what you say you keep saying.
Your schedule has been after 8 o'clock. That can't be the fucking schedule when people go back to school, when people go back to work. So you need to start working now to get your schedule to what everybody else is going to be, or you will always be streaming alone. You will always be in this channel alone. And then what is the point?
Okay, so when you get a chance, I'm gonna do it the way you mentioned it. I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna step down because I can't be a leader, the main leader right now. Because I'll
be a fucking co-leader. There don't need to be any main leaders. Anything that needs to happen, it needs to go through both of us. Anything that we do on the channel goes through both of us.
Which it always do, but I mean everything always goes.
No, it always doesn't.
Everything goes through us.
I got tossed into no. You made the agreement the other morning with AJ and Monty about doing role play, and I got told about it the same time Empress and Facey got told.
Man, I told everybody about it at the same time. I texted in the group. Everybody knew about that shit. Nobody, it's not, and if you didn't look at it, okay, that's your fault. But nobody knew above nobody else.
No,
I text everybody.
I don't get a lot of the notifications.
Okay, but don't bring that shit. Don't bring that shit on me. That you don't. I told everybody. I made a case in the group chat to tell everybody that.
In the group chat where there's 7 people and 3 of us
the Facebook group chat.
I know, and that's the one I'm talking about. In the Facebook group chat where 3 of us, 9 times out of 10, if it's a closed-ended statement, spam the dinosaur chat or the dinosaur button, and then other people, when we get in there, and now we're sharing other shit in there that doesn't even have to do with Rise Nation. So your one message comes, and it's by the time I get the notifications or I see that I have messages, there's 50 fucking messages to read.
Okay, that was nice to know now that I know that. That's something new to me.
I mean, that's
But
common sense.
no,
That's
it's not.
common
Don't.
sense.
It's
There's a lot
ironic.
of
It's
people in the
ironic
group
how
chat.
everybody else seen the damn thing besides you.
Everybody saw the fucking message. Yes, it shows you. Even if you open in the messages, even once you go in the group chat, it shows that you've read the messages, whether you read them or not.
It don't.
Because did you not
don't,
hear how Facey was? Even he asked, "Oh, role play? Yeah, cool." And then even Empress, role play? We're doing role play. Even she didn't see that message. So you can message the group chat, but if there's a shit ton of messages after that, nobody is going to say, especially people that have lives outside of the game, lives outside of a group chat, are going to sit and take however long to go back and read through 50, 60, 70 fucking messages.
So that's just something beyond my control.
So. Okay.
I'm gonna put that.
Who made the decision to play RP? You did. That wasn't talked about with me before the nation was addressed.
It was talked about yesterday, to be honest with you, and everybody was all in hands for it.
What I'm saying again, you made the decision on your own. No, listen to me.
No, I didn't make a decision on my own.
Stop and listen to me. Yes, you told the group we were going to stream a roleplay thing, but when you thought of doing the roleplay thing, did you talk about me before you messaged the group? Did you talk to me about it before you messaged the group? So you can't. I'm trying to make a point.
No, I know.
You sit here and say we're co-leaders. We've always been co-leaders. You talk to me about everything, but you don't. 9 times out of 10, a lot of the stuff I don't hear about. And Empress and I wanted to have a conversation with you about this anyway in the communication, because even she said that if you and I are co-leaders, that the communication needs to be better. Because even she's noticed that you don't communicate things with me.
Well, if I don't find out about it until in the group chat. If she and all the rest of them would fucking look at the fucking messages and see the shit in broad fucking daylight,
you're still missing what I'm saying. I understand you message the group chat. I understand you expect us to read the messages. What I'm saying to you is, how am I a co-leader when you have an idea, you decide that it's going to be a good idea, and you don't talk to me about it first? I find out when everybody else finds out, whether it's with the group chat message or later on when we all get in the party. So there was no you having an idea, talking to me about it, and we decide upon it, and then we tell the nation. Like I've done to you, like, hey,
do you remember,
is everybody gonna download DC? Does anybody want to download DC Universe? Hey, babe. Hey, Kendall. Does anybody should we stream DC Universe? Does anybody have the money to buy Marvel? Does anybody want to download Marvel when it's free to play? And we stream it then.
Do you remember? So do you remember what I said? There's a guy there earlier with the racing.
I remember hearing bits and pieces of it, but I couldn't hear everything because I believe Empress was also talking, and I was trying to listen to the both of you.
No. We were alone at the time, and we were playing with our little lowriders, bouncing them up, and I mentioned that this should be a good idea for the stream. Do you remember me talking to you about that?
Yes, I don't remember where you said, but you said something about doing a whole little loop with our lowriders.
No, I said.
You'll have to. Okay, so if we're talking about the one earlier when your mic was screwing up and you had stopped and were like, I'm just gonna let you know my mic may be, dead shortly or whatever. You may have to get a new one. If you're talking about that, I only heard bits and pieces of that because your mic kept cutting out. So I heard lowriders, a little track, we go around, do a lap or two. Did you want to do that with the lowriders? Like... No,
babe, I didn't say any of that, to be honest with you. I said we should get our race cars and go to the airport, LS airport. And we should start from a point to where we run to our cars, get in our cars, race around the entire track, come back, go down the strip one more time, and whoever gets through it, you win. And your response was, Mm-hmm. Because you were so busy playing with your fucking lowrider. I was like, you know, I'll just tell you later.
Okay, so that's not my fault that you made the choice to not get my attention again and be like, babe, did you hear me? Hey,
Wow.
Nicole, did you hear me?
Okay.
Repeat what I said. I do the same shit to you. Did you hear me? And you will repeat what I've said.
Alright.
Do that with me. You know that I zone out. I've given you the tools to deal with me. If you choose not to use them, that's your problem, not mine.
Alright. Everybody, I'm gonna end this stream right here. I'm probably gonna delete this one because honestly it has some elements that I don't really like about our stream that shows. But I'm gonna end this right here, and we're gonna talk more about this at a later date because I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, like. So we love y'all. We love y'all we love y'all as much as we always love y'all. But this is some things that me and myself, as someone who is a leader, just a leader, I need to get together. Some, you know what I'm saying. I can't do shit. I can't do this. I can't do shit in my own mind sometimes. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.